Hello there everyone, today I'm going to tie a small tube fly. This is a fairly easy tube fly, but it's a deadly one. This is the fly that I caught all my salmons on Kola last year. It's called the Golden Killer.
My arm hurts from fighting fish.
And we don't need a lot of materials. First of all, we need some golden mylar. Actually, this fly is originally tied on a gold hook, so where you don't need a body for this. But since I don't have any golden hooks available to me, I'm gonna do it on a tube, like that. So first up, as you can see, I just tied down the gold here. I'm gonna cut everything off I don't need. Like so. Make a small finish. And this is simply just to make, you can do it with tinsel as well and stuff like that, but this is simply just to make a very fast, very easy golden body for this fly. Just gonna apply a bit of super glue down here, like so. And then I'm gonna stretch this out, and I want this fly to be not that big, so I'm gonna go up there and simply start the rest of the fly. Like so. Gonna cut away all of this. Of course, as close to the other stuff I'm tying as I can. Cut it off as good as I can. And well, this was one of the flies that I've been told about before going to Kola, which I unfortunately had not tied any of because I thought that simply looked too easy. It could not be that the salmon would fall for something as small and as easy to make as this. So I tied a lot of other stuff. But when I hadn't caught any salmon in the first 2 days, I simply had to change my tactics and listen to what the guy said, and he gave me one of these. And as soon as I started using this, I started catching salmons. Like that. Yeah, it is in focus. Good. Like that, and then basically what it is a few strands of yellow bucktail, a few strands of black bucktail, some flesh, and then some jungle cock, and we're done. So it's a fairly simple, but as I said, very, very, very deadly fly. The trick here is not to use too much materials, because you very often do that. And Sergey, which showed me this fly and gave me this fly, he said that they had caught fish on the golden hook with only 3 strands of bucktail. So what I'm gonna do here is take a small bundle. This is actually maybe a bit too much, something like this. Let's say 10, 13, something like that, strands of bucktail. I tie this down here, like so. Then I take the black bucktail, and about the same amount of black bucktail. Don't put that scissor too far away. And this is actually kind of a big one of this fly, like this. I'm gonna take my scalpel and cut away any spare materials I don't need. The scalpel is a very useful tool to have when cutting off hairs, because it simply just, well, basically it cuts through them like a butter through knife, like a knife through butter, not like butter through a knife. That came out wrong. like that. Take a bit more super glue to ensure that the bucktail stays there, like so. Then 1 strand of flash, and I kid you not, 1 strand. He said that the flash was important, but it's important not to overdo a good thing. So I take 1 strand of crystal flash here, and add it to the wing. I think you can do 2, but well, I'm gonna do it as we fished it. So 1 strand of flash, like so. And then the jungle cock. If you don't have the jungle cock, you can skip it. But if you have it, I think it's a nice addition. It gives that sense of doing something that is right to any salmon fly. And for me at least, it adds to my belief that this fly will work. I don't know if it's probably just something that's in my head, you know, but I want to have the jungle cock on here. Of course, I attach 1 to each side. For some reason that won't fit. Gotta take another one. And not a too big of a jungle cock, take a small one. Like so. There's one other on the other side here is teasing me. There. Cut the leftover stuff away. Make a whip finish and you're done. So as you can see, this is a fairly easy salmon fly, the golden killer. But this really is, as it said, a golden killer, and I have an enormous amount of faith in this fly, because it really turned out great for me last year. And as you can see, it's fairly simple, but it simply looks right. It simply just looks right, and it certainly does so in the water, especially in a low water clear river. So I'm just gonna cut off the end here, like so, and I'm gonna heat up the tube like that, so it folds backwards. I need to take my dubbing needle to do that. But well, basically that's it, the golden killer.